What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. We have 20, new knives in the pouches, ready to go, packed it full of premiums. If you win, you're definitely going to be excited. There's some awesome stuff in there. In fact, there's a couple extra ultra awesome things in there, so it should be pretty cool. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of new stuff. A lot of fun stuff, for sure. My computer is very, very loud. What's going on? What's going on, guys? I am finally completely caught up. We got back from vacation. I said before vacation, I had pre-recorded content to kind of help with the pile-up of other things that were unavoidable. And that all worked out perfectly. I got everything done that needed to be done. I even got all the shipping done. So if you're waiting on a prize from me, you should have got tracking information this afternoon. And I got those in the mailbox, so they're out. They're ready to go. You'll have them next week. First time you caught me live, I'm hoping to do a lot better about making people or reminding people about their notifications. And also, I've got a couple of different tricks I'm still trying as far as getting YouTube to send notifications for my live streams. Because I get so many comments about people going, I didn't even know you go live. And something about the way I do live streams, YouTube just doesn't want to kick it out to people. So there's a bunch of different things I'm going to try, but either way, it's fine. We still get plenty of people in here, so I'm happy. I'm happy to do it like this. Do a kickflip. I don't know if this is the right room to be doing a kickflip in. I also don't have a skateboard. Hope your vacation went well. Keep on keeping on. It did. It went perfectly, and I definitely needed it. I didn't realize how much I needed it, but man, it felt so good to just turn off my brain, kind of. I mean, it had to be kind of on. My kids were with me, but I mean, like, sort of disconnect from the internet and social media. I was still present a little bit, just checking things, but not recording content, not uploading content, not scheduling content, none of that. It was 4 weekdays and 2 weekend days, so it was a total of 6 days in a row, not having to do anything. Here after a bit, I have a couple of kind of Excalibur updates. But it's going to make people really excited. This is something new. It's something I didn't even realize was going to happen, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a partial update. Thank you very much, Bradford Mitchell, for those memberships. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a chunky Migron. That is the Omega. It is thicker than the original PMP Alpha Beast. Almost as thick as the Ultimate Alpha Beast, but it's made out of L-Max, and it also costs way less. This is probably the best, dollar for, like, the most premium material built in the most premium way, dollar for dollar, when you are specifically discussing absolutely titanic Chinese titanium and insert premium steel knives, right? I mean, I've handled them all. The Omega kind of has it, and it also is crazy because it's a flipper. Look at that blade, man. 430 thousandths. It's massive. You're thinking about changing the name of your channel to Metal Simplex. Somebody called me Tin Simplex one time, and like a not like he was like really wanting it to sting, and I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. So I call myself Tin Simplex sometimes because I mean, yeah, that kind of fits. Full Dress Excalibur is definitely coming. Definitely. But that's not what I'm bringing up tonight. And I feel like I'm hyping something up. Listen, I can't give you the full details on it, but I think you guys will be able to figure it out. The reason that I have to be careful about it is because they're building the prototypes to send to me, and then they're going to go into production. So say I announce something and then there's something wrong with production, then we're all just effed in the A. So I don't want to. I'm going to hint at it and let you guys draw conclusions without officially announcing it. But I'm going to give you the potatoes, but not the meat. What the heck is a French fry knife? It's just Kaiser just doing funny things with the sheepdog. I like it. The pocket clip is a crinkle fry. It's funny. I'm gonna keep this one. I mean, not with the idea that it'll become valuable. I just think it's funny. I want them to do the whole fast food line. Should we be clutching at straws? That was... I'm not even gonna say you were reaching. I think that's pretty clever. What's below the fry knife? That's a Medford Marauder in S90V. I've had that for a while. They brought back the full size, the full thing. They keep saying they're discontinued, and then they bring them back. I almost bought one the other day. It's one of the only Medfords I'm still interested in. It's made by Kaiser. Yeah, it's a Kaiser sheepdog. The sheepdog design is from Sheepdog Knives. How to enter this square. I think it's perfectly okay to think about Medford however you want, and then like separately still be able to judge his knives as being, you know, aesthetically preferential to you or not. And I think it's okay to judge the quality of the knife separate to the person. A lot of people have argued with me over the years about how you're reviewing the knife and you absolutely have to include every last detail of the person behind the knife and all their baggage. And I say, phooey with that. I say that's a bunch of hoopla. You get on out of here. I'm a knife reviewer, not a person reviewer. I can't wait for Magnamax either. I'd like to learn about that. Is there only one Shiro out here? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can understand. I completely understand why some people don't like him. I can understand that completely. I think that's totally fine. You have every right to like or not like whoever you want. 20 CV Griptilian for 200 or D2 grip for 140. I mean, the D2 I believe is still slightly tougher. It might be a lot tougher than 20 CV. The problem is I don't think Benchmade does their 20 CV or their D2 very well. 140 for D2, I know people are going to say is high. Those people always forget that it's made in the United States. They can't do anything about it. I also believe that Benchmade uses CPM D2, which is a different beast. CPM D2 and D2 are really, really good if they're heat treated properly. The problem is Benchmade doesn't do it correctly. I don't know. I feel like the better dollar for dollar value just for the material. I think 20 CV is probably going to treat you a little better in the long run if you don't pound on it, because you're not really going to have to worry about corrosion as much. Yeah, I'm missing part of my Chiefs game at 7:30, so it's probably going to be a little bit later. Unless something happens and I got to... There's always a small chance that I have to do the giveaway right in the middle of the stream and then leave, because my wife's up there with 3 kids. So, you know, if chaos ensues and she's like, yeah, you gotta shut it off, then I gotta shut it off. I have your... Yeah, Justin, are you wanting this, the Gen 3? Is that your email? Yeah, I have it starred. Yes. There are still people, I just before the stream, some idiot, because he was complaining about the part 1 video where I scratched this. And I said, go watch part 2. Actually, I was meaner about it. I said, go watch part 2 and then come back here and apologize. And he said, I watched part 2 and it doesn't prove anything. He was demanding that I hold the Para 3 exactly the same way that I showed how much pressure. I was putting over 3 pounds of pressure on it, scratching it from every angle so hard that it was squeaking to the point where people were like complaining, like, please don't do that. And this guy's like, no! It's not good enough for me! Like, where is there any room for deception left? Where's the part where I'm trying? I just don't get, like, I can't imagine being so aggressively stupid. So I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, like, when you wake up in the morning, do you just, like, pour yourself a bowl of gravel? Like, what? Ridiculous. I mean, like, yeah, where is that Para 3? I don't mind. Here. Is it over here? Here's what he wants me to do. There it is. This poor Maximate Para 3. The tip's just getting ground down. He wants me to hold it like a pencil. And he wants me to do this. You know? And he wants me to turn it. He wants me to do it from other. Because I held it specifically. Like this, for some reason, is going to create more pressure against the surface than, you know, what I did with the scale where I was like grinding in it. Like I can do it all day. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. I just don't. I don't know what people want. The scientific method? No, it has to be. It's just because they know that they're wrong and they don't want to admit it. Let's see the new one next to the purple Vandal. Oh yeah, that's the new crescent edges. So I have proven my point, but I won't stop until every single person who didn't believe me was brought to justice. It's almost become like a funny, like just a joke, like an internal joke for myself anymore. I'll show it here in a second. When next Tri-Say EDC collab video? We got to do it soon. Thanks for your donation. Benchmade uses Ingot D2 crossbar Excalibur for lefties. There won't be a crossbar Excalibur. We already make left-handed Excaliburs. We make left-hand specific frame locks. And we will also make left-hand specific compression locks, but we won't do... The reason I don't want to do a crossbar is because I don't want to deal with Omega springs. Don't worry about my Para 3. If I've got that KME. I've got 50 grit all the way up to 1500 in diamond stones. If I really need to, I can go to work on that Maximate. It'll take me a while, but I can get... The tip is actually still fine. Well, look. It's fine. Might have a little tiny rounding to it, but yeah, like, I see, it's still hooking. Sacrifice the Para 3. I thought Maximum would be more brittle than that. I thought I'd have problems. Compression locks do not have springs. They are sprung. I mean, like the metal is bent. There's tension on it because the lock tab itself is sprung, but there is no spring involved. Ambush. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the Crescent Edges Ambush. Very cool. Thoughts on the Flightanium Arcade Light? So I'll just say right now, I'm going to read your whole comment, but I love this. I love this. This has been one of my most carried knives lately. Wish the steel was something different, but it's just too good. I love it. Worth it for $9. I think it is. I mean, like, versus the Civivi Vision FG, I don't know. I mean, the Vision FG has better steel, I think. That's going to be pure preference. I don't want the price to be lower. I want the steel to be different. That's what I want. The black knife at $830 over here. This is the one people get excited about, and then they get sad when they hear the price. This is the full custom Marfione and Borka. I call it the Black Star Stitch. It's cracked ice, diamond DLC titanium, tritium inserts all over the place. It glows blue when you turn the lights off. Only about $6,300 for that. And yeah, I agree with you. It's ridiculously overpriced. The Tapa Hogue Misto is really good. The Bel Air is just really hard to beat for the money. Like, the Bel Air is just... It's just great. Is that a giveaway knife? No. No, unfortunately, I won't be giving that away tonight. The Bel Air with the clip point's pretty darn good. I like all the Bel Air. I have the Magnica and carbon fiber one in my case here. You saw one at the gas station down the street for $40. Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, I'd have about 700 nickels. Thoughts on the Horus knife at 500 top right? It's awesome. It's really cool. It's a little bit weird the way you acquire it. Like, you have to go through his Instagram and order through his DMs. But it's really awesome. Like, this is a nice... That's, like, polished DLC as well. It's a button lock. But you get 2 springs so you can change the tension in the button. Darkfire disassembly. So I'll be honest with you. These are both mine. We might as well talk about the Darkfire. Love it or hate it, guys, this is going to be the most talked about thing of 2025. It is. There are no magnets in this. It's spring-driven, but his chassis is unique, and the way that it fires is completely unique versus anything else on the market, which is good, because by the time the Chinese cloners inevitably make some crappy $20, $30 version of this, and believe me, it will be crappy. It will be soft D2 and pot metal and whatever. They will not be able to duplicate the internals. Number one, they won't be able to even get their hands on this thing for 6 months. But that does make it unique. These are both mine. He gave them to me, which is really awesome. I love them both, and they are currently my favorite knives of 2025. I don't know if I want to disassemble. I need to spend some more time with them. I need the honeymoon phase to wear off. Magnamax steel one, I don't know. I want to check it out though. How does it feel to deploy? It feels amazing. It is a ridiculously high quality deployment, super snappy and powerful, just as powerful as some of the big boy Microtechs. It looks like it takes 0 effort. Everybody's worried about it going off in their pocket. No, definitely not. It takes quite a bit of deliberate force, but it's easy to get leverage on it. Also, when you pull it from your pocket, the only thing that engages with your pocket at all is this side, and that side doesn't deploy it. So it's not going to deploy in your pocket. And it doesn't really snag either. I haven't had any issues. I've been carrying that white one. Looking for a budget Super Shark, no G under 70. The lockout is insanely solid. I can show it to you. I just shined these up. I'm moving it. Can you tell? Very, very minimal. As good as any of the best Microtechs. Very, very solid. Very, very minimal. I think it's okay if you don't like the aesthetic. There were so many people complaining about how impractical the handle shape was, and I was like, it's it's modeled after the Darksaber. That's the whole point. Like, of course it's slightly inconvenient. It's not supposed to be the most utilitarian thing ever. It's supposed to look like the freaking Darksaber. He did a pretty good job considering that thing is not designed very ergonomically. But I think it's okay if you understand that and then just don't like it. Like, the aesthetic is not for everybody. Well, Civivi technically did make a budget super lock. It's the Vision FG. They just need to make a, like, they need to, here's what needs to happen. Snex needs to design a knife for Sencut. We need a $50 super lock. That's what we need. It can totally be done. Yeah, I, like, now you can get high-end OTF clones, right? But you have so many authentic choices. Like, even if you're on a budget, you're not limited to clones. That's such a ridiculous argument. I also think it's fine. It's your money. If you're buying it and you're like, I'm not going to try and, like, pass it off. I'm not going to, you know, sell it on the secondary for more. All right. But people believing the ultra cheap counterfeits are an actual substitute, that's just, everything about that transaction is wrong. On multiple levels. It's just wrong. Any word on Dalavor's Asgore drop at NC Blade? I believe he's sending me one. I don't have it yet. But he messaged me and I think he's going to send me one. So, I mean, like, because the super lock is not, it's not like anybody can do it. As we learned, it's not easy to get perfect. Tactile tried to do it with the Chupacabra and it didn't work very well. The Hacksmith's, I think it looks kind of neat. Is he the one that, like, put that other knife? He put a Swiss Army knife on, like, a press and, like, he cut through the Swiss Army knife with it. I was like, dude, can you not? Is that the one? I was like, can you not do that parlor wizard stuff? Like, that's, you could do that with pretty much anything. Like, outside of that part of his marketing, I was like, come on, man. Who do you think's gonna watch this? Outside of that, I think it's kind of neat. It's got a lot of cool tools on it. I don't know how he's heat treating it, but that was the only issue I had. And I know that every knowledgeable person who watched that part of that video, I know we all rolled our eyes together. But hey, you're not just marketing to our end, you're marketing to everybody. And the most people don't know that that's not special. Like, first of all, you did that. I don't know if it was an authentic Swiss Army knife, but you're doing that to a Swiss Army knife. The future is now. Heavy metal cut. The old knives suck and new knives are awesome. Like, come on. Man, I appreciate all your hard work that you put in your channel. Still want to get you on my Monday stream sometime. I'd love to. Mondays are a little tricky for me, but yeah, I think that'd be fun. I'm doing good. I've got a little, it's not even a cold. It's like, you know when you're fine, but you can feel it? Like you got a little bit of, bleh. I got a little bit of that. And I think it's just because I stressed before vacation and after vacation. And I was also in like a giant public pool for like 5 days, so that could be it too. You did not miss the giveaway. And I don't have a mid giveaway this evening. Or maybe I do. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. So here's my user Rockstead. And then the new one in red. They have different carbon fiber. The red's beautiful. If you're wondering how did they get red on titanium, it has a layer of anodized aluminum oxide. That's how they achieved red. I had quite a few people tell me that I was wrong and that red is achievable on titanium. And I just want to say that's completely incorrect. That's totally wrong. One guy was like, I have a titanium sword and it's red. And I was like, well, okay there, kiddo. But I would like to see more aluminum oxide on titanium. You can get close. You can get to magenta. You can get pink. You cannot get blood red on titanium. It's not possible. Has to be coated in something else that can be red. You can get red Cerakote on it. You can obviously do aluminum oxide, right? Now I think Balinette Mayura you can get in red. Red's just not on the spectrum. Like when they anodize titanium, there's a spectrum of colors, and this is a very non-scientific way of explaining it, and I'm not a professional, but almost certainly someone in here is. It's just titanium just doesn't, like when it anodizes, like the oxide of titanium, it doesn't have red in that spectrum. Okay, but yeah, you can with Cerakote. That's not anodizing though. When you are anodizing titanium, it cannot be anodized red. Cerakote's not an anodize, it's a coating. Can you use blood? While blood might, blood will, I'm trying to think how to say this. It would affect steel and other materials in a way that would cause it to corrode. But it won't, it doesn't count as anodizing. Yeah, there's quite a few colors. Like you won't be able to. I like to refer to titanium as the titanium anodizing spectrum as the Easter colors. Titanium, if you look, a lot of what titanium turns into is very Eastery. Kind of has that, like, it's not quite a primary color. You get the golds and you get the bronze and the purples and the pinks and the teal. You don't get those rich primaries, those ruby reds, those emerald greens, right? You do get blue. You can get full-on primary blue, but it is still kind of an Eastery blue a lot of times, or it's a blue jeans. What's your favorite Herman model and why? I haven't been able to lay hands on any. I'm interested in the Mantis. I don't know enough to pull the trigger. Really appreciate all the knowledge. Personally, I love the Slim and the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is a bit big. I think the Slim is probably their best model. If you want the best EDC-sized model, it's the Sting. Pastel colors. Thank you very much, John Patterson. Pastel colors is pretty... That's how I would describe titanium's spectrum for color, for anodizing. This is they call it Black Timascus. This is a zircotai, textured zircotai and mirror polished damasteel on this guy. It is a bit big for EDC. The Slim is also big, but it carries Slim. And if that's still too big for you, then the Sting is like... The Mantis is slightly shorter than the Slim, but bigger than the Sting. And the Sting is like that quintessential... It's like that Para 3 sized knife. I did give away multiple Hermans at 500K. If you were here for 500K, I gave away $10,000 worth of pocket knives. Almost every knife I gave away, I think, was close to or over $1,000 in value. You cannot anodize titanium black. I think the closest it gets is like a brownish gray. It doesn't go black. The color is also affected by how the polished and shining titanium is. Bead blasted tie creates dull colors. Yeah, he's correct. Tonight, there will be 2 people drawn, and each person will be able to select 2 of 20 mystery pouches. The pouches contain knives ranging in value from about $40 all the way up to over $300. I think I have one in there that's worth over $300. Did I order a Kunlu Jericho? I don't have to because they're going to send me one, but I think I might anyway. It's a real, I mean, like I would have. It's a really cool looking knife. Yeah. Mokatai, I think, is titanium Damascus in the style of Mokame Gane. And it might actually have another layer of material in there. Damascus is 2 different compositions of titanium that anodize at different rates, and they pattern weld them together. So you see all the different colors and things. Mokatai is similar. I don't know. I actually don't. Somebody can clarify if Mokatai actually has an additional layer of something in there. I know that, like, they do make knives with Mokame Gane inlays, but I don't know if Mokatai specifically has a layer of some other additional material. I have a Mokatai Riot Jack 1.5 that I could pull out and show here in a bit. You just picked up the Kubi Hyperion, my first titanium frame lock. I didn't notice a review from you on that knife. You probably have one fair price for the first titanium. I don't think I do. I might have to check that out. I need your 1-year birthday gift. Wait a second. What is this? Can I do this? What am I doing here? Hold on. I'm going to do this real quick and see what this is. There's an option to buy... Oh no, now I'm my own member. Okay. Damn it. Oh, and I clicked on your thing there, Bladewalker. I was going to pay for your membership for this month. But it just gave me the option to become a member of my own channel. Hold on. Yeah. So now I'm a member. Damn it. I got to start over at Blue. I thought I could pay for your membership. I tried. Cost me $2, damn it. I'm just, you know what's funny? A lot of people say, oh, that's no big deal. It goes right back to you. No, 30% of it goes to Google. I'm just giving Google 60 cents a month. Right? Is that right? Yeah. 66 cents. Wicked Dreams, what's up, man? You can anodize black. Oh, you can? Okay. Using manganese sulfate and distilled water around 100 V gets you a gunmetal black and true black, depending on the. That's interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, I would trust him. He's probably correct. I've never seen that before. Maybe I haven't. I just don't know. But that's cool. That's the kind of stuff I like to be corrected on. Thank you for the info. Yeah, but isn't the Higo 2 is DLC though, man? That black Higo 2, that's a DLC coating, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's DLC. What do you think the chances are of a Civivi or Kaiser OTF? I think those companies adhere to very strict laws that are obviously kind of shoved aside by a lot of other Chinese companies. But I don't think they're allowed to manufacture OTFs. How does MaxAce do it? I don't know, but if you look at their advertising, they're sure secretive about it on their website. They take very specifically deceptive pictures of those OTFs, and I wonder if they're trying to get around laws in China. Yeah, thanks, everybody. Raise your swords for me, finally becoming a member of my own channel. Oh, Gone Fission, did I miss your super chat? Ursa, welcome to Nights Around. What do you, oh, here you are. When will the Yojimbo 2 15V sprint run start? I don't know. But I hope soon, because that's a cool knife. That'd give me a reason to buy it. Time flies. Yay. Yay. Yay for me. I didn't even know I could do that. Oh well. If I could buy, like, periodically, like buy people... I think the reason YouTube doesn't let me do that is because they don't want you to be able to show too much specific favoritism to certain people. Because I think they're worried that it would incentivize certain behaviors. Like if you were to show favoritism to a certain person in an attempt to manipulate them into doing something or reciprocating in a certain way. That's probably why they don't let me do that. I would not abuse that power. I would just do it for people who did cool things. But I can see how other content creators, other malicious creators would do it. Content farmers, for sure. So I wish I could, but I can understand why they don't. Michael Brothers, welcome to Knights Around. Knights Raise Your Swords for Michael. Always love the content, MC. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The knockoffs on Temu and AliExpress aren't even allowed to show the lock buttons or switches because of the Chinese laws, but the counterfeit trademark branding is totally okay. It's so ass backwards. It's so ass. The whole thing is ass. You're so correct. Really appreciate. I did try. I was gonna buy your membership for the month. It wouldn't have been much, but I thought, well, I could do that. Happy birthday, though. My favorite button lock ever is it's the button lock Les George VECP or the Machine Wise Sonora. Those are like the two most superior. That VECP though, man, anybody have one of those? That is a dastardly overbuilt button lock. That is the most solid feeling button lock. That VECP is nasty, but I do love the Sonora as well, just because of how smooth it is. eBay probably doesn't want to enforce it, a lot like other platforms, because it's such a huge moneymaker. Think about all of those teeny tiny little transactions that occur because those things are cheap and desirable. They lose money. It's all about money. They don't care, and it sucks. Even when TikTok makes the big transition in, when is that? March of 2026? I don't think the problem will go away. It's just like I suggested in the, and I don't have a perfect solution for it either, but the best type of combat is simply introducing legitimate companies to that platform and getting them into those TikTok shops. Vosteed has figured it out. CJRB has figured it out. More options for legitimate companies is the only way to combat it. In other words, they're like, we're not going to do anything about it. You can do something about it as long as we get our paycheck. That's the way it's going to work. MC, anyway, I can... Oops, you scrolled. Anyway, I can interview you for my channel in the future. Want to interview artists, designers, as well as other content. I'm flattered you would label me even partially as a designer. But yes, no problem. If I can find some time to do it, no problem at all. Guy who drew a bunch of pictures of knives over other knives. That's how I would say it. Ben S., thanks so much for gifting those memberships. That's super kind. Have you ever wondered? Everybody's, oh! What does a guy like Metal Complex do on Patreon? I'll keep it short tonight. Link to the top of chat is my Patreon. Patrons, you can make yourselves known in here. I have a large Patreon community, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I think my Patreon members are pretty awesome. We have a pretty awesome community over there, very active. I do once a week exclusive content. I privately sell knives there for massive discounts. We have private buy, sell, trade there. You get private access to my Discord with even more of that, more community fun, awesome stuff on Discord. Very well moderated, very chill, not pompous, anything like that. We also do monthly giveaways on Patreon. Those are the big giveaways where the super premium knives, once a month, you can gain access to the $1, the $3, the $5 tiers, where the higher the tier, the more knives you have access to for the giveaways. And actually, I'll be doing that again here in just a couple of weeks. So if you want to gain access to all of that, you can join for as little as $1 a month, and you get a ton of benefits. It's a good time. I'd recommend it, but I'm a little biased. But if not, tonight's giveaway is free. It is not required for this giveaway. It's not required that you're a patron. But if you want to support my channel, I promise to use those funds to buy awesome knives for content. In fact, that's exactly what I do. That's where my budget for the channel comes from, is Patreon. I never promised feet pics. I would do it, like, just to be funny if I didn't think that there was probably something in there in terms of service. It's, like, very specifically against that. I would do it as a joke, but I know for a fact, statistically, at least one of my patrons would be into it. So that'd be weird. But I also feel like Patreon would not be okay with that. It would be funny, though. Where do I get my 8-bit music from the live stream? I find playlists that are not specifically listed as copyright. I don't think Nintendo's going to come after me, but I just pull them up on YouTube and let them play. Oh, you got your Excalibur from DLT. That's awesome. Cool. I'm so glad that you liked. Sincerely, I know that my responses to this sound robotic at this point, but I really do mean it. I appreciate each and every one of you who are buying it and enjoying it. That's great. I'm so pleased that DLT decided to pick up a batch of them. That was really a moment for me, that something I designed is actually listed on DLT Trading. That is crazy. It's crazy. It's got a cool, I like sat there and looked at it. I was like, my knife is on DLT. That's so cool. I know that's pretty like par for the course. Like tons of people in my position have the same deal going on. But I just, as a longtime customer of DLT, I love DLT. I've always loved DLT. It's just nice to see my stuff there. Feet in Coleman socks by the fire for the holidays. Dude, if I thought I wouldn't get in trouble for it, I'd totally do it. DLT Trading. DLT Trading is probably, if you were going to list the top 10 biggest online knife retailers in North America, I bet DLT would be in the top 10, don't you think? Maybe the top 5. I'm not sure. Blade HQ and Smoky Mountain Knife Works are huge. I mean, if you count Arizona Custom Knives, they're also huge. DLT Trading is pretty big. So is GP Knives. I'm hoping that I get to see my knife. I'm almost certain we'll see it at Blade HQ soon, but I'm hoping lots of retailers. River's Edge Cutlery was like, when can we get them? So I'll have to let them know, like DLT did it, so. You got that Omega? It's a big old fat boy, isn't it? Will I ever do a budget knife? Yes, we have one in the works. Don't worry, budget Excalibur in the works. I promise. It's gonna happen. DLT has lightning fast shipping. That's why I like them so much. Their point system was the first one that I really felt had a major impact on my purchases. I love that now everybody does it, but DLT's point system, when it first started, I was like, this is great. Their shipping is lightning fast. Their listings are great. The layout of their website is superior. DLT's website layout is top tier. If you're trying to scroll and just browse, not DLT Trading, man, it's so smooth. As somebody who has to do it like half of every day, yeah. Navigation on a website's really important. We probably won't do an auto because of those laws. The Excalibur is manufactured in China, and I don't really feel like playing with that. And also, like that limits people. I don't want people getting in trouble, like getting felonies for carrying my knife. Like that could happen. It's unlikely, but I hate the idea of somebody like, I bought your knife, and I got a felony because I didn't realize I couldn't carry it in my state. I don't like that idea. A flipper is an interesting idea. I've heard you. We can easily make it happen. The problem is making it happen and making it look good. Tasteful hand picks. I mean, you guys can screenshot anytime you want. You know, I can't do anything about that. If people really, if they're into my weird, you know, kind of lumpy Midwest crusty hands with the fingernails that sometimes have avocado and crap jammed underneath, you know, if that's, you know, you can take screenshots whenever you want. Disappearing flipper is a great idea. The blue flipper is the Model T from Hog House. Exceptional. Exceptional. Top tier. In class. Insane. Ridiculous. The smoothest detent ball ramp. They explained to me they create, on entry, they create a pit to accommodate for the curvature of the detent ball so that the transition is absolutely smooth. It is unreal. It's crazy. As that pressure creates the inevitable transition point, that divot makes it go bloop. It's so cool. That's pure science, by the way. It's all scientific, the way that I said it. Makes no sense. Button-operated frame locks are cool. I think button-operated compression locks and button-operated, like, nested liner locks are still superior, but the button-operated frame locks are definitely cool. It's a very bloopy knife. If you disengage this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? No, I can't. I literally cannot tell exactly where it's. There is no specific transition point. It is absolute glass. It's a glass transition. The Excalibur lightsaber. I had this discussion with Brian Winters, and I said, dude, these tubes that they're putting on these modern lightsabers, because that crazy lightsaber that I showed you guys, like that thing, you really can swing it as hard as you want, as like a baseball bat, into a solid surface. It doesn't do anything to that tube. And I was like, man, what do we got to do to get programmable tubes lined with LEDs? Like, I'm sorry, tubes lined with programmable LEDs laid into the spine of a pocket knife so that you can light that thing up. The problem is not, can it be done? It can be done. The problem is a power source that makes any sense. Because they're using lithium ion, like they're using like those like mega powerful flashlight batteries. 18650s and stuff like that. So Brian apparently has been looking into this for a long time. He's like, oh, I've been thinking about that for years, of course, because he's got the freaking time stone. Doctor Strange lends him the time stone every now and then, and they work on secret tech together in a freaking space wizard tower at the middle of the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, or wherever he comes up with his freaking Tesla stuff, whatever secret base he goes to. Of course he's ahead. Well, the problem is winding it up with me. It wouldn't generate enough power. I mean, if you know, there are really small batteries, but like, how do you get that? How do you get a power source safely into a knife? You know, and like, unless you charge the tube itself, you'd have to have some kind of little teeny tiny battery that goes in there, and then you'd have to have a micro USB port on your knife. But it would be cool because then your knife would be a flashlight too. Like it would be fun, and you could light it up with different colors and cut, and it would also be kind of like a lightsaber. That'd be so cool. It'll happen. It might not happen anytime soon, but it'll mark my words. It'll happen. Super capacitor? I don't even know what that is. But I'm sure there's ways to do it that I don't know about. I can't comprehend how it would be done. But it would be cool. A very small nuclear reactor. Yes. Yes. Now, all we have to do is make that affordable and safe. Power it kinetically through constant flipping. You charge it up while you're fidgeting. I love that idea. That's funny. I'll ask Brian Winters before I ask Tony Stark anything. The problem is, just like those, if you didn't know, the batteries in these really cool flashlights we all like, they can explode. And in fact, I think, who was the loss? Wasn't there a lawsuit against one of the major flashlight companies because their flashlight exploded and killed somebody? I don't want to say the name because I don't want to draw heat onto somebody unnecessarily, but I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah, killed him. Olight. I don't know if everybody in here knows that. That's the name I was thinking of, but yeah. An Olight flashlight killed a guy one time. Now, I don't know the details on it, but yikes. Oh, it wasn't a stock battery. It was a battery issue. Okay, that's good to know. Context is important. I don't like spreading rumors, because I like Olight. So he used a non-stock battery. But they can explode. It's improper storage of the battery and also people putting the batteries in upside down. When you buy those hyper powerful flashlights, I remember Levon telling me when I was getting into flashlights, he was like, you got to be careful. He was like just putting the battery in the wrong way and leaving it like that, like you got to make sure, and you have to store the batteries correctly. Lithium was hella dangerous at the beginning, yeah. I trust my my Citadel, but I use the battery he sent with it. And I recharge it on a charger that he recommended. They call it the meat tornado. Literally killed it. That's one of my favorite episodes, man. Where they go out in the parking lot and they play football and Ron's like giggling. God, that was a funny episode. Is there a cheaper version of the knife on the top left dagger? I mean, yeah. Like if you don't buy a clone of the arch nemesis, like don't do that. That's just dishonoring the arch nemesis. But like, yeah, they make, there's a few different companies that make like those flipper daggers. Is there a cheaper version of that, dude? The only people that have these right now are me, and I think, I don't want to spoil it. There's one other YouTuber who you guys are really familiar with that's having these sent. Me, him, and Brian. Nobody else has these. So you're not even gonna see clones anytime soon. Nah, you're not gonna find them anywhere. So I'm gonna wave them in everybody's face for 6 months. And before you ask, no, I don't get a single penny from the sale of these knives. I didn't get paid to promote it. I'm not getting affiliate money from it. I just think they're awesome. And I think Brian's cool too. And thank God he exists, because otherwise our world would be far more boring. I'm happy to promote it. And I make ad revenue on the videos anyway, so it's fine. But I just like it. I mean, it's right up my alley. It's the type of stuff I like. No, it won't trigger in your pocket. I don't know why people think that. No, it's the amount of force is no different than a Microtech. The position of this is on the spine. It looks like it would hook and create. No, as you pull it out, this part, if you're carrying it like a reasonable person, this part runs against your pocket seam. But even then, it doesn't snag, and it certainly doesn't create enough pressure to do anything with this side. It won't go off in your pocket. I've been carrying this one. It's been fine. There will not be clones out before it hits the market. No, there won't. They don't have it. I mean, they can try to, like, produce their own aesthetic. I mean, okay. If you mean, like, they want to look at a picture and then just design, like, a cheap common chassis and, like, give it the same general shape, I mean, okay. But if you're talking, like, a true, like, true to definition community clone, no. And even then, the internals are unique. I didn't buy the Darkfire Snow. He gave them to me. You can share a local knife website. Sure, yeah, you can post a link. I don't mind. Go ahead. Is it your company? What's the black knife in the top lip? That's the, help me out with that. The MK something, help me out. I just unboxed it today. Winters is a clone if you think about it. Explain yourself. Because I would say he's the furthest from copying anyone. Oh, you mean because of the Darksaber thing? Okay. Fair then. Fair. If you mean because it's modeled after the Darksaber. I mean, okay. The Horus. Yeah, it's a clone of the Darksaber. I mean, okay, that's fair. No, it's called the Darkfire. Oh, the name. Oh, you mean the name of this one? No, I don't think it says it. It says. Oh, you're right. It does. I thought that was just a random code. My bad. Yeah, you're right. It does say it on there. Thank you. The Darksaber's a sword. It's also fictional. But you're right. It's a form of intellectual property. He did enough to get around it. And they probably also don't know he exists. The polished DLC, that is... These also, by the way, are polished DLC. That's what's on the blade. I think the coolest part about this knife is the fact that he left... This is bordered. So you can see here it's unpolished, and then, of course, at the bevel... And this is true to the Darksaber. The black part of the blade is in the middle, and the white light surrounds it. So, that's super cool. That's how it should be. A lot of people were saying it should be red if it's a light, and I was like, no, it's the Darksaber. Like, it has to be black. The launch series, yeah, go for it. Everything in the launch series is awesome. They're the most, like, the dollar for dollar best value USA side opening automatics in existence. Best value, true USA, great firing power, great materials, great quality, great heat treat. Kershaw is a W company. Launch series W. Iridium Launch Magna Cut is good. I agree. I own it. I kept it in my collection. Launch 21 is the best. That might be one of my favorite side opening autos ever. I am gonna get a liner lock XM18. I almost pulled the trigger last night, but I remembered that Hinder said they were gonna send me one. Would you ever make a video specifically about knife companies needing to make reversible pocket clips should be the standard? As lefty, we get no love. So I thought about that, and I've realized that my constant annoying campaign in my reviews is probably doing more than a single video. Because I bring it up in pretty much every review where a knife like doesn't have it where it should. And I'm just constantly yapping about it and being annoying. And a lot of companies like Migron have started to fold to it. And I shouldn't say fold. They've just realized, like, oh yeah, that is a good idea. So I feel like the more that I do that, it's not even specific that I assume that these companies are all watching my videos. It's that the people who are watching my videos will talk about it and bring it up and complain. And they're right to do so, especially if you're left-handed. So I can't change it completely, but I can certainly, assist in getting a few companies to change their mind on certain models. both Rocksteads together. I did that earlier, but I'll do it again. Where's the blue one? Oh, yeah. Ugh. Don't mind flipping that one because I use it, but this one's so new and shiny. Oh, and it's not broken in yet. This one needs a little... They run on washers. This one needs some 10-weight nano oil. Really love this. This, 3 of my favorite acquisitions of 2025 right here. Let me just get all these bad boys out because these are some big, like, major acquisitions for 2025 for me. Oh, that trio there, though. Golly, that's good stuff, man. There's something about red. I love the Vandal, but there's something about red. Red and black. You didn't miss the giveaway. If you're popping in now, what time is it? You're popping in at the right time. Just sit back and relax. You're in at the right time. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. The Knoll at 700 plus, I don't think was a bad price. I think he delivered way, way over the expectation line. When you're thinking of $700 knives in that tier, I think the Knoll Vandal, the launch exclusive, like that particular version, I think really delivered. Like a lot of knives that do that kind of, like, that are trying to hit at 700, especially like the Chinese manufactured ones, a lot of them fall short by not just $100, but like $200 of what we expect. The Vandal was one of the only knives that landed and people were like, yeah, that makes sense. It's really, really nasty. What's above the guile? The crescent edges, God dang it. You guys told me just a second ago. What is it? I think it's 62, 64 Magna Cut as well. Help me out! What is this? It's awesome. It's old age and I'm maxed out for remembering the names of knives. God dang it. I guess I got the box. The ambush, thank you. The ambush. $150 to $200 is not what I'd call pocket jewelry. I don't think pocket jewelry even starts to barely become the definition. If you ask people who regularly buy knives from, up to $1,000, I think most of them would say it doesn't even really start until 500, and even then that's pushing it. Because I polled this one time, if you guys remember. I said, for those of you who own at least one knife, $500 or more, how many of you use them? 12,000 votes is 78% of the people use them. Now, people like to split hairs and say, well, how are they actually using it? Pocket jewelry is pocket. It means it's in your pocket specifically to be an accessory, an aesthetic accessory. It is not being used. I think you get up there around the $700 plus territory, and then you start seeing more pocket jewelry. I spy with my little eye Chavez. What one is it? Yeah. That's Mokatai right there on the pocket clip. I forgot about that. That's the Damasteel one with the hidden, little kickstop flipper. 229 flipper. It does depend on how rare it is. I mean, that's the thing. Pocket jewelry is specifically defined by the individual. But if you're trying to do like a broad universal term, it's like knives that are like when they're made, like they're almost exclusively going to be purchased as decorations. But like once the individual purchases it, that definition can easily change. There are definitely people out there who buy $6,000 Dalibors and use them. So, to an individual watching a video, they would define it as pocket jewelry, meaning if that were mine, I would not use it. But to the person who bought it, if they use it, then that's not what it is. I see your point, Green. I don't know if as somebody who loves titanium, I don't know if I would agree that titanium is the absolute best material for a handle. I think that titanium is used, I mean, it does have utilitarian benefits, but do I think it's the all-around best material? No, there are problems with it. You know, it tends to, there are materials that are more comfortable, general, like in the most ergonomic shapes. It also, like if you're using it with your bare hands, it can get cold. And it can be kind of slippery if it's not textured or contoured properly. It also creates balance issues. Titanium's hefty. It's a very, very good material for a knife handle, but I wouldn't say it's the best. Most of the knives that I collect have titanium on them. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here who don't like titanium. I think G10 is really, really great. I really like G10 a lot. I think that when it comes down to like knives that are the most versatile for me, G10 is ultra lightweight and ultra strong. It's very grippy. It doesn't really care about chemicals or temperature or water. G10 is very good. It's also cheap. They should use uranium. My card is really good, but have you ever gotten it wet? That's where somebody brought that up to me with a lot of my micarta EDCs because I never got them wet. And they're like, get it wet and tell me if you like it. And it was all slimy. I like micarta too. Yeah, micarta gets slimy. Richlight is also very good. You know what's really good that we don't all like to admit? FRN, GFN, fiberglass reinforced nylon, super plastics. It feels cheap, guys, but it's undeniably good. It's undeniably a good material for a knife handle. So is the ultimate pour tool like cold steel? I mean, I wouldn't call it a pour tool. I don't like that word. I don't like the word. Oh, you said pure, not pour. I'm sorry. That's me a problem. The ultimate pure tool. I mean, cold steel has the best durability to cost ratio. Like it's undeniable. You can say whatever you want about their clunky designs and inconvenient this or that, but if you're gonna be, if someone said, "What's your favorite hobby?" and you're like, I like to smash rocks into smaller rocks. And you want a knife? I'm sorry. That sounds offensive. That sounds mean. But if you're really gonna be mean with it, oh wait, did he say it? He did? No, he didn't. Yeah, he said pure. It's cold steel, specifically the triad lock, which is not. That didn't originate with cold steel. It originated with Andrew Demko, the guy behind the triad lock, or he's the guy behind the triad lock. He's also the guy behind the scorpion lock and the shark lock. I believe you can dye micarta. Yeah, you have to be able to. I mean, that's how they achieve those colors. I think linen micarta is what takes the super high polishes. Like on my dagger, my custom dagger, I believe that is polished linen micarta, and it is very nice. You need an OG handmade Emerson. You know, you gotta know some funny lore about this channel. I have never reviewed a custom Emerson, not once. I think they're fine. I think they look cool. I just have never really been interested. What time is it? 7:40. The time approaches. Clipcast. Let's see. What's your comment history? So this guy Clipcast, here's this comment history here in the his recent comments in the stream. Have you ever had a poke bowl or pokeball? However you say that. Poke bowl? Question mark. You ever had a poke bowl? I'm sprung. Diddy didn't do it. Diddy is innocent. Okay. Where is that guy? I'm gonna put you in timeout. You sound like an idiot. Dirt wizard. All right, anyway. Why read it? Because it was in front of my face and it was annoying. Anyways, so we got almost 1,000 in here, so you can tell it's almost time. Pop's building. Pokey is a sushi bowl. I've never had it. I mean, he's still in here probably. He just can't talk. I've never had it. It sounds pretty good. We have a sushi place in town that's really good. I mean, grain of salt, guys. I'm from Midwestern Kansas. But I get sushi there all the time. Maybe I should try it. Love my take on sharp, stabby things. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Vosteed Croc, it's really good. I mean, dude, can we agree that this is like the year of Vosteed? Has Vosteed released a bad model this year? Have they released anything that isn't spectacular? I mean, you could say it subjectively, like no, but I mean, you could say yes, but Vosteed is incredible. So good. Porcupine's great. We need an XL Porcupine, huh? What do you think? We need an 8.5-inch version of this guy, which is, you know, it's 8.5-inch version is basically Excalibur. But that's what I want. That's what I want. It's good. This is why I like it. It works, man. I like this look. Come on, Vosteed. Just make it. Premium Porcupine would be sweet. God dang it. I'm promoting my own competition. Gosh darn it. I gotta be honest about it. I'm gonna hurt my sales. B said hi. Tell B that I said what's up. Yeah. You know why? It's because it's like a lot of people come to the same conclusion. Certain blade shapes, ergonomic lines, and deployment features are like very prominent, and they become popular because people figure out that they work. I came to those same conclusions. Porcupine might be my favorite pick of the XL Raccoon. Yeah, XL Raccoon would be, oh my god, dude. XL Raccoon, let's do it. Oh yeah. Give me an 8.5, give me a 9-inch version of the Raccoon. Where can you buy Excalibur? I think, are there still some on DLT Trading? Does anybody know? DLT Trading had some. You can check the Kunwu official site, and you can check Kunwu Crew. Those are the only 3 places that have ever listed Excalibur. Oh, I was going to talk about announcements. Would you guys like to hear some announcements about Excalibur? They have officially, now I've said this many times that they're in production, but the prototypes are being created and sent to me. They have confirmed officially. Lily from Kunwu. That's, if she says it, then that means it's on. She said, she gave me the explosion diagrams and she said, here it is. We're gonna make these and we're gonna send them to you. It's my understanding that pretty much by the time I get it, we're about good to go. September, October, that's what you're looking at for the sandwich version of Excalibur. I want to say this right now in front of 1,000 people so you guys get this straight. The plan is to make both left-handed and right-handed versions. If you see people screaming about no lefties, they don't know what they're saying. I don't know why people still say that. We make left-handed versions. LMAX is the steel. Titanium is the frame. Sandwich construction. The goal is to get it as close to 250 as possible, but I can't promise it. We have parameters. We got to work within them. DLC, non-DLC. LMAX will be heat treated properly. It will be a compression lock. It'll be a, Kumu's Vertilock. Bearings, all of that. So you no longer have to work around the relief cut because it'll all be covered. However, there's another surprise, another thing. I didn't know that they were going to... I thought this was going to be down the road. They're doing another version that I promised, not the budget version. They're doing another version that I promised alongside it. Now, I'm giving you the potatoes and not the meat. I'm going to let you guys come to the conclusion yourself. But there is another version of Excalibur that many people have wanted. Many, many people have asked about. Saying, the knife is cool, but it's too... It would be nice if you made us one. That's all I'm going to say. Because I got to wait until they can confirm that it's produced before you can pre-order it. It's not the budget version. Budget version down the road. It's too sharp. It'd be nice if you made one that was duller. I do like the idea of doing carbon fiber. But I don't think I'll have to talk to Sergio. I don't know if we have any carbon fiber versions planned. So I'm not going to officially confirm anything until I have it. Like, I know that these prototypes are coming, but I have to get a green light because I don't want to piss you guys off. The pocket clip thing, that was an ordeal, If you didn't know, we did handle that for people who were truly bothered about the pocket clip. We did just hand out the superior pocket clips. We just handed those out. But I know, people who are ready to get mad are ready to get mad. And there's a lot of people who never even bought Excalibur. They're just ready to take a shot at me. So if I do anything, if I step out of line at all, I get blown up on every corner of social media. Trying to be fair. Deliver, trying to do it right. But I also don't want that. I don't want smoke from every direction. This one will be less expensive. This one is going to be closer to $250. And then when we do a budget one, my goal, legitimately, is to get an Excalibur, a version of Excalibur under $75. But that's down the road. We got to do this giveaway, guys. I'm cutting it too close. I just forgot the iPad's out here. Hold on. We're gonna go fast because I only got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. You got 30 seconds to enter. If you haven't entered, you have to do what's in the middle of the table here. You got to do it. Get it done. Go to the description. Leave your comments. We're kind of crowded here, aren't we? I forgot. Didn't I set it to 30 seconds or something? So and now it scrolls forever now. Darn it. Okay. There it is. Give me a sec here. Whoa, the iPad's freaking out. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's the first time this thing has had a hiccup. There we go. This iPad's really been great. It's pretty much exclusively used for channel stuff, and my kids occasionally watch movies on it, but it's been really good. Oh yeah, let's refresh the page. Fresh page. Check out Patreon if you want once-a-week exclusive content, monthly giveaways, private Discord access, private knife sales, private buy-sell trade, all that. You can join for as little as $1 a month. It helps the channel. It's the budget that I use to purchase things and showcase things on the channel. If you want to support the channel, Patreon is linked at the top of chat, but it is not required for tonight's giveaway. It would be greatly appreciated, though. Where's the link thing? There it is. Okay. There's the link with the right date. Filters on. So many comments. Probably a little over 1,000. There's about 1,000 people in here right now. $1,134. The first winner. Let's see if it keeps the 30-second scroll. Yeah, it's gonna go for 30 seconds. That just increases the tension. I don't know who told me I could do this, but I was like, that's a great, I love that. Let's just let it scroll. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh boy, it could be anyone. Blade Shooter G! Thanks for the knives, MC. Still enjoying my Excalibur. It's my favorite. That's awesome. Good deal. I got a free Excalibur out. That's what people go, rigged! Rigged! You got a free Excalibur out of that one. Blade Shooter G. Everybody calm down. Let's let him make himself known so he picks. And then we got another winner to pick, so don't leave. Let him make himself known. You can spam, Blade Shooter. You can spam. You're trying to get my attention. Hold on. He gets 2 minutes. He gets 2 minutes. 7:53. I mean, it's so crazy to me how often we get, like, the majority of people are here. He's got 1 more minute. He might be pooping. Give him a minute. He's got to change his account. I watch for those. I got a way to do that. But I'm not going to reveal it because I don't want people to work around it. Hold on. Hold on. It's a bad poop time. But hey, when nature calls... There he is. That's why we wait. That's exactly why we wait, guys. Everybody ready to write this guy off. He's right there. All right, pick 2, bud. All right, calm down, calm down. Calm down. I need to see his choice. You get to pick 2. There's 10 up top, 10 down below. You can pick 2 from one row, 1 from top, 1 from bottom, whatever you want. Just give me 1 through 10, 1 through 10. Just barely made it. even if he uses alts, it only pulls from one account. So if he did, that was the account that got chosen. I know, I saw him. He's thinking. Roman Craig, welcome back to the Knights of the Round. It's alright, he said I was behind. Yeah, it's alright. Just give me 2 numbers, bud. Top 5, bottom 7. Medium, kind of heavyweight. No, 2 medium weight knives. Oh, he got a premium. Yeah, that's the one I like. S90V. What do we call it? What is that one? Artisan color. It's micarta titanium frame lock with the sand polish S90V. About a $200 knife. You did it. What is that one? Rebel. There you go. Second one. Did you do double premiums? He did it. He got double premiums. Son of a bitch. You got 2 premium knives. You got the... Damn it. I want those to last. S35VN BG PT. It's the KB. I can't remember. It's kind of the dragon scale or fish scale crossbar lock. Crazy good pull. I'd say you got double Blastoise there. That was good. Congratulations. Thank you so much to Stacy for making another one of these because I lost the first one. Thank you so much, Stacy. Bolstered Blades. Very incredible. Love that you did that. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the 2 knives that you want. You can say the Artisan and the Kubi. That's fine. Or the KB. That'll work. Don't freak out if I don't email you back all the way until Friday of next week. That's pretty normal. So congrats. 2 very nice pulls there. I did stack the premium knives tonight. I'd say half of them are premium because I like it when people get double premiums. I think that's fun. All right. Not bad pulling $400 worth of knives, right? All right. Let's pick another one. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Who's it going to be? Which one? Which one? What's that from? Emperor's New Groove? Such a good movie. Oh, boy. The tension. The tension. Yeah. You say it's nice of me? Well, I do get a lot of free stuff. So I'd say it's the least I could do. Alex Bogle. He's got Batman up there, 2871. Best Metal Complex base show. I would hope that I'm the best Metal Complex base show. Being Metal Complex. Thank you. I read that wrong. I understand what you're saying. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see. Hopefully he's not pooping. Hold on. Watch out for Batman. He's sneaky. He's sneaky. Hold on. He'll reveal himself when he's ready. He said, no way! There we go. Cool. I love it. Yeah, yes way, buddy. It's your night. It's your night. This is how people figure out that it's not a trick. Because it's truly random. Okay, pick 2, bud. Yeah, I see it. I see Alex. 1 through 9, 1 through 9, or 2 up top, 2 below. Most people pick 1 from each row, but you can do 2 from... He's pumped. You can pick 2 up top if you want. Just waiting. He's thinking. You have to ponder the orb here a little bit. It's a big decision, you know? I'm waiting for Batman. Cheap flips. It's a big deal. I'm about to equip Batman. I mean, I hope I give him good knives. Batman's used to top tier stuff. The entry link was earlier on. The first hour and a half of the stream had the entry instructions. It was a link in the description, so you can enter next time. Now he's thinking, or his internet. I mean, like sometimes it just lags, like his comment just lags. So 3 and the second from last. So I'm gonna confirm this with you. You want 3 up top, and you either want the second from last from this one or this. I'm gonna guess you want here. If this is what you want, just say yes or give me a thumbs up. That was a bit of a riddle, yeah, but it's okay. Like, let's figure it out. He won number 3 and number 9. I think I got you if you want 2 separate rows. Just give me a thumbs up if the 2 that I pulled are the 2 that you want. I'm probably behind the chat. Yeah, that's true. We all perceive the chat differently. That's something that's very real. Alex, I need to know that this is correct. You got to confirm before I open them. You have to say, yes, this is what I want. Okay. This one's a little lighter. Hey, we got the Civivi Baby Banter. It's a good knife. I think these are 14C28N. Then we got the double G10, OD green up top. We got the red liners, red backspacer. Perfect little travel knife. Second, he did get a premium. He's still got a premium. The Kaiser, the stickers from Civivi. Holdra, and I believe that's in S35EN. Front is carbon fiber, back is titanium. So you did get a premium. Good deal. Good pulls tonight. Good pulls. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the exact 2 knives that you won. You can say Baby Banter and Holdra. You can say Civivi and Kaiser. That'll be fine. Make sure all of that information is included. Again, your first and last name, your shipping details, and the knives you won. I'll email you back no later than Friday of next week. Congratulations. Good stuff. I'm going to give out 10 memberships from me tonight. Outside of the one that I bought for myself, stupidly. I cannot win these. You can only win these if you don't already have a membership. If you got here late, live streams are typically Friday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do them every week. Sometimes they are not on Fridays. If they're not going to be at the typical time, I will post this on my community tab. I will post it on Instagram. If you're in Patreon, I will give you a reminder in Patreon. YouTube does not send notifications for my live streams. I don't know why. The 1,000 people or 1,100 people who made it here tonight are literally just people who know when I do my live streams. I don't know why this is the way, but this is the way. So that's when I do them. You'll have the entry links next time in the middle of the stream, or actually throughout the stream. It's literally underneath. It just says there's a link in the description. Enter here. But there'll be a unique link for every single live stream. It's recreated, and it's a secondary or an unlisted video. So I know that the people who are here in the live stream are the people who entered. So that's how you do it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Wonderful. Thanks to my patrons, my Instagram followers, my TikTok followers. Thanks to my subscribers. Thanks to the people who don't subscribe and just watch. Thanks to all the people who really hate my guts but watch for some reason anyway. That's great. It's fine. You know, if you're getting something out of it, you're getting something out of it. I hope you all legitimately have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.